Hey, Lynx here, and as promised, new game coming today alongside Far Cry, which still continues. We are playing KukkoroDays, a VN, which I got from Groupie's bundle as well. So, once again, I will have to cut out some fragments, because this is like completely full thing, and not like a Steam one, for example, because the game is also on Steam, but on Steam, of course, it doesn't have some of the CGs, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, I think it's like $12 on Steam, so it's not bad. But yeah, I got it in the bundle. So, and I'm clearing the bundles. The games from bundles I have from Groupies right now, sorts of. So let's get to it, shall we? She's cute, by the way. Please enter your name. Okay. I like this one. The freaking logo that is turning around. My name will be, as usual, a little modification of my own name, which I do believe a lot of people think it is normally written like this, at least outside of Poland, but in here it's without an H. Are you sure with this name? Yes, I am sure of this name. I don't want to be called Lynx by the game. The season has finally arrived for the sweltering heat and the chorus of chirping cicadas to start to die down. I'm on my way home, listening to the latest and greatest of pop music. Oh. Well, that certainly is not me then. I mean, I'm open to any kind of music, but I don't think I will be going on the street listening to pop music. Anyway, usually I stop by the convenience store to buy a meat bun, but today I have a reason for heading home early. Now, I wonder what the book he gave me this time will be like. In my backpack I'm carrying a light novel that one of my part-time job co-workers has lent me. We're about the same age and are pretty good friends, so sometimes I borrow books and games from him. Wait, what? What is this? Are you a console gamer? For then again, I mean, I feel like right now it's mostly digital things, right? For when it comes to consoles, I like to have my games physical, yeah. Anyway. He's what you call an otaku, so anything he lends me is guaranteed to be good. Remember guys, if he's on otaku or she's on otaku, it's guaranteed to be good. Everything he gives me is always enjoyable enough, even for someone like me who isn't particularly crazy for light novels, anime, and games. Guys, I think that MC is not me actually. Anything I buy myself usually ends up being rubbish anyway. That's not true. I mean, we have KukkoroDays. For so far it starts by trying to offend me. I seem to have I seem to have no idea when it comes to finding gems. I've had a streak of straight misses up until now. In that sense, I'm grateful that my friend is always recommending me stuff. This book is sure to be awesome. Have you ever actually borrowed or lent from someone a book? Because I haven't. I mean, aside from the libraries, okay? Just like actual person. Because I really haven't. I haven't borrowed a book from anyone, and I haven't lent a book to anyone before. Also, not speaking here of, you know, borrowing someone a book at school because they forgot to get it for a lesson, okay? Like literally getting a book to read in your spare time. Never happened to me. Anyway. I'm as if anyone would be here. I greet my empty apartment room with cynicism as I return home. It's been a few years since I left home and started living by myself. Which basically points out to us that this is a game with characters that are already adults, yes. It was literally an empty greeting. I've never had a girlfriend. What? Let alone lived with one. Okay, on this one I'm on the same page, on the second part. I really never lived with one. Anyway, well, it's fine. Maybe I was just raised well by my parents or something, but I make a point of saying I'm home anyhow. We don't do that here in Poland. I'll figure out dinner later. I have soup. Tomato soup. For the time being, I sit down on my bed instead of the sofa. Pull the paperback with the book in it out of my backpack. That reminds me, I was supposed to order some manga. Or a DVD. I still don't know, actually. Alright, let's check this out. Excited about what kind of book it might be, I pull it out of the bag. Huh? I must have looked like a cartoon character with eyes bulging out of its face. On the cover is a drawing of a lady knight, who is nonetheless clothed in armor. It's difficult to judge whether she is attempting to protect herself or not. Oh, that thing appears when the text stops loading. Okay, that's interesting. I like this. There is no mistaking that this is a light novel. But this is the first time I've ever been recommended a kind with light clothing too. Speaking of light novels, I haven't really read that many. I've started Goblin Slayer because I got it from the time when I actually ordered, or should I say had the subscription to Loot Anime for a year. And what else? And the second one would be probably Diezire? Yeah. The story about Rusalka, basically. For the bad thing is, I don't have it physical. I had to read it on the tablet. Whatever. Let's go. He said I wouldn't be able to put this down, didn't he? Which means he presumes I'm into this kind of thing, I guess. Well, it's true that I watch the anime and romantic comedies with cute girls that I'm recommended, but... well, I won't pass judgment until I read it. That's how it should be done, yeah. I'm pretty sure that this is one of the good things about me. When I'm recommending something, I'll go completely through it before I say if I like it or not. Same. Actually, maybe not. I mean, not really. I have proof on videos, I guess. I like to complain about games when something is not going the way I would like, or I don't like the character. Yes. However, I will see it to the end. Yeah. That's why I'm not dropping anime or manga. I can figure it out. I can figure out if it's for me or not once I've finished it. Let's see. I flip open the cover and start reading. It's not difficult, but I wonder if there is a voiceover for other characters. I think there should be. Because sound, there is voice option, so I hope there is. Also, I messed up. I flip open the cover and start reading. Oh, we can just do this. Nice. I flip open the cover and start reading. I should have like a book, close it, and that was surprisingly good. I should have actually items like this here. I realized that I'd been so into the story that I read it from start to finish, even to the point that I forgot to eat. It happens, yes. It was a surprisingly profound story with captivating characters, beyond what you could imagine just looking at the cover. There was a point where the Lady Knight was in a tight spot and my hands were trembling as I turned the pages. The last info is what moved me. The Lady Knight, after overcoming countless struggles, made a vow to finally live her life as a regular girl. I bawled my eyes out, quite literally. Well, it's nothing but fantasy in the end. Yeah. That's not saying that female knights never existed in history. It's just that there is no way anything dramatic like the story told in this light novel ever actually happened. Huh. Lost in thought about this, I'm about to stand up from my bed, but my body suddenly wrapped in an intense light. Actually, it's not doing anything to me. The light is so bright, it's as if one of those huge spotlights at the baseball stadium is shining on me. I don't know about baseball, man. I don't know about baseball things, but I know spotlights at a baseball stadium. I think all the stadiums have the same. I mean, yeah. Football stadiums probably have the same kind of lights. Whatever. It's so blinding that I can't even keep my eyes open. I lose my sense of balance and fall over in the middle of the room. Oh boy. I'm getting kind of the vibes of Shield Hero right now. The thought passes through my mind that it could have been a bomb that just exploded, but I never heard an explosion or felt any aftershock. What was that? Still on the floor, I slowly open my eyes and look around my bed. It's still bright, but the situation is improving. Is it now? Okay. In the space above my bed, where the light had been, a mysterious floating pattern is forming. Huh? The pattern looks similar to a magical summoning circle. I have the feeling that I've seen something similar in fantasy movies and anime before. Wait a second, I've seen that pattern in that book I've just read. That's what I would assume, to be honest. How the heck is something like this in my room? With a trembling hand, I reach out towards the magical circle. But when I try to touch it, my hand cuts through the air as if nothing's there. What? This thing is intangible, I guess. I try to pass my hand back and forth through the magic circle a few more times when the light starts to brighten once more. Ah! It's such a shock that I let out a wild yell and fall onto the floor again. Ow! Rubbing my bruised behind, I stared fixedly at the steady glowing magic circle. I think the light is getting stronger. As I wonder whether I've done something I shouldn't have, something changes in the magic circle. The glowing light gets even brighter. Oh, so I was correct. And a shadowy form gradually begins to take shape within the light. What? Okay. The shadow is in the shape of a person and most definitely not mine. No way. No way. Just no way. The light steadily dies down, revealing a strange girl in its place. I've never seen her before. I have never even imagined a girl appearing from the midst of the glowing light of a magical circle. What the hell is going on here? My confusion is perfectly understandable. In addition to the fact that I can't even comprehend the situation, the girl's appearance is also extremely out of the ordinary. There is some briefing. The young woman floating before the magic circle is dressed in an imposing set of armor. Give me a second. Voice marks, okay. Cattleya. Okay. An appearance that could have come straight from the light novel I'd just been reading. Okay, it's a bit different than Shield Hero, but similar concept, I guess. I see that her eyes are covered by beautiful golden hair, a sight rarely seen in Japan. Oh yeah, that's true now that I think about it. Even with, I think, yeah, I mean mostly, right? Huh. So if I were to go there, I would be a rarity as well. Anyway, the very next instant, the magical circle disappears and falls to my bed. Daijoubu? The girl's body is trembling, and she's groaning in agony. Is she injured, or... This is no time or place to be bewitched by beautiful hair. On closer inspection, see that her body is covered in wounds and she's bleeding heavily from her abdomen. Although I'm still able to swallow the reality of the situation, I call out to her. Damn, this is well made. Yo! Like, this game's only like $12 on Steam? What the heck? I'm guessing, okay? I'm guessing if it's $12 or maybe 13. I don't know. We are having our crappy currency on Steam now. Polish one, unfortunately. I didn't want that change really, but whatever. Anyway, hey, are you alright? Okay, you know what, guys? We need to get a little lower over here, yeah. Because she's not very loud. Where I think I am. Not to mention, I will probably still raise my voice into the video when I'm editing, because I usually do that. All sorts of lowering and in the game sounds. Anyway, despite her fading consciousness, the girl lying on my bed tries to lift herself up. However, she quickly curls into a ball once more, likely because of the pain. Is that wound okay? I mean, you're bleeding a lot. Her back twitches violently at the sound of my voice. I like her voice, by the way. Oh, well. Damn! Okay, this is going crazy. Is this really a VN? Almost as fast as she yells out, she unsheaths the sword from her side and levels the point at my throat. Hang on. As she looks at me, her expression suddenly changes. Diablo... What are you talking about? She seems to be completely caught up in the moment, and I doubt my words will get through to her. Having the rare experience of being at sword point, I do my best to speak calmly. Never been in a situation like this, sorry. She's dead serious. If I speak carelessly, this will be no laughing matter. I'm not a minion of... What's his name? Dia what? I heard of Diablo the video game, but not... The point of her sword digs a little deeper in the flesh of my neck. I feel a pricking sensation. That's when I realize that this sword is no joke and it definitely is a real thing. If she pushes any harder, I have a feeling that my head will be cleanly separated from my body. It's true! I have no idea who that is! The sword held by the Cattleya falls to the floor with a tooth. Simultaneously she collapses onto my bed as it appears that she can't hold onto her consciousness any longer. What? I stare dumbfoundedly at the woman who has just made this outrageously dangerous statement. Kill me! What's this lady babbling about? Excuse me? For some reason I feel like there might be a fatal misunderstanding here. Wait, no, that can wait. Forget that! You're bleeding, woman! What could I possibly want with your blood? What the? Okay, this is good. You haven't understood a single word I've said, have you? There's no point trying to respond anymore. That being said, I still can't fathom a way to get this lady to chill out. If this was a sci-fi movie, they'd probably inject her with a tranquilizer or something. Unfortunately, it's just a room in an apartment and I'm just your average, extremely ordinary, everyday guy. Okay, I can relate to that. There is no way something like that would be conveniently just lying around? Where is this coming from? Hang on just a minute, please. Looking as she has steeled herself, she lays her own sword at the base of her throat. In a panic, I quickly snatched away from her. What are you thinking? This is ridiculous! I yell out, completely at loss. Alas, my lament was in vain. Not surprisingly, after making such a ruckus with a heavily wounded body, she had finally lost consciousness. Staring dumbly at the girl who collapsed on my bed, I whispered to myself, now, what am I supposed to do? Am I even supposed to do anything about this? For now, I should prioritize taking her to the hospital since she's obviously injured. However, the hospital's consultation hours are long over. Time to become the doctor. I'm at the point of calling for an ambulance when my head clears. Wait a second. How am I supposed to explain the situation on the phone? No one's gonna believe me if I tell them that a wounded girl suddenly appeared out of the magic summoning circle. What are you talking about? It happens every day, man. Then God knows what will happen if the medic decides to call the cops when they arrive and see the mess here. When this thought hits me, I gently lay my phone back down. Still, I can't just leave her like this. But how can I possibly help her? Try to help her myself. Stay calm and see what happens. First of all, save the game. That's right. We'll try to help. Why not? I'll try to help her myself. Here we go! I prepare myself. For the moment, I'll just look past the fact that she suddenly appeared out of magic summoning circle and then threatened me at sword point. Even threatened herself. Of course, I want an explanation, but first I've gotta save her. Save Cattleya. Cattleya? Cattleya. Let's say Cattleya. Sounds better. It really is important to have parents. What? Fortunately, or however you want to put it, I was drilled in first aid by my mother. Really? I was drilled that actually by schools. Apparently it's crucial to be able to move quickly when something happens, but I never imagined these skills would come in handy in a situation like this. I mean, you know at least what to do, right? So that's good. I grabbed the first aid kit my mother had once forced into my closet and go to wrap Cattleya's wounds. I said Cattleya's in the end, whatever. Wounds in gauze. That's when I realized something critical. This won't do! I can't possibly treat her wounds with all her armor in the way. I've got to get rid of that. But won't she get furious with me for doing it without her permission? Ah, crap, this is no time to be worrying. I can't just stand here staring at her while she's suffering. Determined anew, I removed the armor from Cattleya's body. Trying my best to ignore the soft white flesh that's revealed beneath the armor, I searched for the source of her injuries. I'm no expert on armor, but it appears that this set is made with a surprisingly light material. Could this armor be real? I mean, the sword was real, so I can tell the instant I lay my hands on it that this is no imitation armor made for cosplay. Imagine cosplayer walking around with an actual sword. It seems as though it's been well used, and there are scratches of various sizes here and there on the surface. Who could this girl possibly be dressed in armor like this? Wondering about this, I grasp where her injuries are with humbling hands and gradually stop the bleeding. Okay, I mean, my theory is, and probably everyone has this theory so far, is what he said. There was a girl in the book, and after, you know, kind of dealing with the evil, she wanted to go and have a normal life. So she's here, right? I mean, what other option really is there for this? Anyway, wondering about this, I grasped where her injuries are with fumbling hands and gradually stopped the bleeding. Suddenly Cattleya lets out an agonized moan. Cattleya. You know, it sounds better, Cattleya. Suddenly Cattleya lets out an agonized moan. Despite being unconscious, she raises her voice in resentment towards this Diablo figure. I don't know what happened to you, but could you at least stay still until I stop the bleeding? I whispered to her, trying to stay calm. Her arms and legs flailed from the sting of the antiseptic I used to clean her wounds. That's when a loud toot sounds on the wall from the next door. Oh yeah, I guess we are in Japan. And the walls there are paper thin, right? I guess that someone has assumed that we are a young couple enjoying ourselves late at night. You're grossly mistaken, my friend. I don't even have a girlfriend. Mistaken or not, I can't just let Cattleya go on in a conscious, violent rampage like this. I cover her mouth and tie her arms and legs to the bed with a towel, all the while silently apologizing. I'm begging you, be good. Luckily, her wounds aren't too deep and I managed to stop the bleeding by wrapping them in a gauze and bandages. If it's just that, then why she's acting like this for? I guess I'll need to call an ambulance if she does eventually regain consciousness for. Still passed out, Cattleya stares for a while, but finally calms down. I guess you could get rid of the, you know, the thing that you tied her up basically with. Did she fall asleep? I tilted my ear towards her mouth. Her breathing is regular. I'm sure she'll be fine as long as she gets some rest. I might as well sleep too. I'm exhausted. It's a good thing that I was able to see her injuries while she was oblivious to the situation, but she'll probably make trouble once she wakes up. I practically collapse and fall asleep with that premonition in my mind. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a good moment to end the episode. I mean, that was a really nice introduction to the game. You know what? I think I will enjoy it a lot. So far, so good. And the animation for a VR, dude, this is really good animation. It's not still images and so on. I love it. Anyway, KukkoroDays. For now, hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope to see you tomorrow. Of course, we'll continue. There is no other option. I actually have enough time to record on the same day the second episode, so that's a good thing. But for now, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you tomorrow. Of course, I wish you a wonderful day. Bye bye.